Ready? Let's get it, man. Let's get it. On West Radio, we in the building, man. We in the building. You did.
Deal.
Let's get it, man. Captain Godot. I got Captain Qual with me.
What's happening?
Officer Malak Ma with me. You.
It's not Israel.
Few things, man. What's good with y'all, man? Y'all good?
Man, shit. Yeah,
Good?
absolutely.
Quan
Back at it.
got the throw out. You
Yeah,
hear me?
man. Look. My shit growing like grass right now.
I see a little bit,
A little
too.
bit, huh?
You know what I mean?
Trying to get a little length.
Yeah. I mean, what's up, Malak?
Like I don't know if the brothers from Florida are gonna agree, but this heat that we've been experiencing lately, this is giving me flashbacks from Florida.
Man, you know, Florida felt like I was in the water, though. I ain't gonna lie. I feel like I was swallowing insects in Florida.
Oh,
This
yeah.
heat is like this is like a dry desert. It's been hot as hell.
Yeah.
Like, listen, we clipped kind of 2 weeks in a row.
You had no choice.
I mean, one like it's been
108,
like 108.
109.
It was 110.
107,
It's 110 in San Diego last weekend.
Yeah, and that's unheard of. With
That's
the
I
beach.
never heard of 110 in San
Yeah,
Diego.
with the beach breeze and all that.
Yeah,
It's crazy.
Real talk. You know what I mean? I think it was like 110, 109. And it's been hot this week, man. This California. And then it's fires. I heard there's some fires too.
Yeah,
And Hemet.
Yeah, it's a few fires. You know what I mean?
It's about to be fire season though.
Oh yeah, you know, it's the arson's coming out. You know?
Huh? Same year, same
Yeah,
time.
listen, they ain't
Same
playing.
time. It's like September, October.
Yep.
Yeah.
They gonna burn the joint up. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah, we're gonna be smelling that smoke.
Seeing the ashes on
Seeing
the car in the morning.
ashes. Oh man, you know I forget about that. Every year it sneaks up on me.
Yeah.
Because the brothers out of town, they was like, "Y'all good? I heard it's fire." I'm like, "Where?"
Hey, tell you how big California is.
Right. They be like, "I heard y'all burning up." I'm like, "Huh?" But I did drive by one yesterday, heading home from slavery, and I'm like, "Is that a fire? Is that a fire?" Oh, yeah, for sure fire.
Yeah, no.
Right.
That's what it is. I mean, it's gonna get worse. You know what I mean? Hopefully we get a paradise, times two. You know what I mean? Yeah, I mean, for me, it's so necessary, but it's unnecessary at the same time. It's like,
Mhm.
these people out here, we don't condone arson. You know what I mean? You should be burning people's stuff up, but the people that get their things burnt up, it's really a lot of judgment. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I see it because we don't really get those type of judgments down here where we be at. San Bernardino, LA, certain places around it where we be at, we don't get that type of judgment. That's really where our oppressor is.
Hey, switching gears just a little bit though, right? I've been on social media for like this week, right? I've been truly analyzing social media, like social media, and like I'm starting to hate it.
Oh, yeah.
Before I was tolerating it,
Mhm.
like, cause people were just talking all that, but now I'm starting to hate social media. Social media is crazy, man. Like, I was thinking, like, okay, I wake up the other day, and it's like this girl committed suicide, right? This girl committed suicide. You know, the rapper 600 Breezy from Chicago.
Yes, his girlfriend.
Yeah, his girlfriend. She committed suicide, right? So I'm like, I'm not. I didn't feel no way about it. I was just like, damn, that's sad. Like, she committed suicide. Why would you commit suicide? You know what I mean? But then, so he's posting the pictures. Posting pictures with her, talking about, how much he missed her and all that. 2 hours later, another nigga posts pictures with her. Hey, listen. He posts pictures with her. I'm like, yo. And so I find out that she was with him first, right? This is social media bullshit. I'm just like, hey, my man, like, okay, you don't got no respect.
Cloud chasing.
Like, he's already social media famous. But I'm saying, though, they still be clout chasing, though.
Yeah.
Because they still got to get that. But I'm like, damn, man, you don't got no respect, bro.
Man, none of this. There's no respect in general.
Is that disrespectful, though? Because he's
Right.
showing pictures of her and him hugged up, kissing to her man who just lost her. Or is that a weird way of grieving?
Nah. So this is the thing, right? I'll give you an example. I think you can relate to this, right? So, we have a moral compass. So we're asking people that don't have a moral compass to have one. So, like, I'll give you a perfect example, right?
Mm-hmm.
We were in a situation where, one of your family members passed away.
Yeah.
And we remember when old girl came up, and were you there? Were you paying attention? Where she came up and she was, expressing how she felt about your family member, although his girl was there.
Oh yeah.
You get what I'm saying? It's like a.
So it is sick.
It is.
So it is a grieving. It was weird to me.
Yeah.
Because to me, like, imagine if it was your girl and she died and some other nigga posted pictures with her.
Right.
Like not cheating, but like she was with him prior.
Yeah. Right. Like it's very like it's like what?
Bro, I was just thinking the disrespect. And then, social media is just a place where, like no one comes and punches you in the mouth because you can say things from a distance.
Oh, yeah.
You can say anything as a troll. Like, none of those things bother me because I know that's just certain people.
Mm-hmm.
The thing that bothers me more about social media is the what we've always been saying is the platform that people get and spew garbage. That's the you know what I mean? Like the spewing of garbage, misinformation.
Right.
What else? Misinformation. Skewed, I guess, opinions.
Yeah.
Like that part. And then it'd be like, and what I realize is like how dumb we are as a people. Like we really are sheep.
Yeah.
Like when they said the scripture said like the lost sheep, like a sheep led to the slaughter.
Mm-hmm.
Like these cats will follow anybody that sounds like they, I guess, say big words and just hop on their bandwagon and just, you know what I mean, and hop on whatever the hell they talking about.
Man, listen, that is such a fact. Like, who's one of those people that I can't stand? I don't want to give him any.
Who say now? You don't gotta say his name, but
Captain Tazariak has battled him before. He came up in Harlem.
Oh yeah, that cat.
You know what I'm talking about? The young dude.
Oh yeah, that cat.
Yeah,
that cat.
I see people on all through social media acting as if
I just seen him on a podcast too. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, and people you just listen to him and he is absolutely retarded.
No, he's stupid.
Like, and it's like, but you sit there and you watch the people feed into it, and you're like, they like, oh yeah, he's so right. Did you hear how he said this? And it's like, put the weed down.
No,
right.
Sure.
Like,
but social media, I mean, it's good too, though.
It has its benefits. It's anything, you know what I mean? It's
social media.
You need it, but it is the flip side. It's destructive.
Right. It can be destructive to people who are easily destroyed.
Yeah, I mean, that's just like that agency that just got sued for like they just settled out of court for like $400 and something million because what they were doing is everybody knows that these social medias and just in general the internet is built off algorithms.
Yeah.
And so they were caught pushing certain content to young girls between the ages of 9 and 16.
Damn.
And it was causing the girls.
I heard about
it was causing the girls to, want to kill themselves because they weren't big enough, or they were too big, or they weren't skinny enough. Mm-hmm. They were throwing up, what's that? It's called bulimia, whatever it is.
Right.
And, traits of anorexia and all that type of stuff, which is a thing that's not talked about too much, right? And overall, they knew that they were doing it. They could have lost a lot more money, but they settled out of court for like $400 and something million just to kind of, sweep it under the rug, because they know, like you said, we are such a gullible and sheep-like people.
Right. And,
anything to, push our way will eventually put them on top and destroy us in the end run.
Right. I know. I be thinking about it like, damn, man. Like, so you get on social media, you love the clout. The clout is number one for sure.
Yeah.
And like, but they're also seeing this other cat. I posted on my story on Instagram. You see them? You see that Mexican brother?
Which one you talking about?
He was talking about the heat. He was talking about the heat and how they out there picking they're picking the fruit, fruit and vegetables and stuff. And it's there. I forget what city they was in. You see that? It was on Brown Issues.
Quite a few out of one.
They're like in, I forget what part of California. Selma? Not Selma. That's
the north. So it's basically up north,
it's
right
up north.
upstate.
It's 114 degrees, 113 degrees, and they out there still picking.
Yeah,
crazy. And I just thought about literally picking, like you know, pick cotton, pick fruit, picking that. That is insane, bro.
Yeah, and there's no.
He's wearing a hoodie because he's trying to block it from the sun.
Well, not even that. And then when you sweat, when the wind blows, it gives you a sense of coolness. Like,
gosh, though.
Like,
but that's on social media. Without social media, nobody would know that.
Yep. Right.
So like, there's downsides and there's good sides. But my most hateful thing is people's opinions, because I feel like, you know, not to be talking about myself, but if I'm going to say something, I'm licensed to say it. Mm-hmm. I'm like literally, I'm an authorized priest. I can say that. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, who the hell is you to say anything? You know what I'm saying? Like, why are you even talking? You should just be a listener.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? God. Like, you should be a listener. And I think that sometimes, even if you're licensed, you should be able to get a little more seasoned in whatever you're licensed in before you speak or say an opinion.
Well, that's because we taught to be circumspect.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, these people in the world are just everyone is driven by emotion.
Right.
And so it's you know, when you see these comments, you're like, why would you have ever said that?
Yeah, right.
And you're looking, you know, and it causes you to sit back and go like, man, you got 100 likes?
Yeah.
You got 1,000 likes?
Yeah.
So you mean to tell me it's 1,000 more of you?
Some people will be like excellent at that social media stuff though.
Yeah.
They are good at social media. Whether it's bad or good, like they're good at, you know what I mean, attracting attention. Like, not so much like the clout chasers that if you're chasing if you're like doing some reactionary stuff, that's whack. But like, you can be like a good person who puts out good information, like actual facts.
Right.
Like, those things are straight to. I follow those pages. You know what I'm saying? Or follow those people because they're saying some actual facts.
Informative.
Yeah. And there's other cats who just, you know.
You're sitting back. I'm telling you, you're sitting there like, are you serious?
Right.
Like, that's the reality of it, though. But I mean, like, social media has it, like you said, it has the things, the benefits of it. Uh-huh. That's why you just have to learn how to navigate it. Like, I think, you know how they like how you buy cigarettes, you have to be like, if not us buy cigarettes, you know, that there's legal law. You gotta be 18 to buy cigarettes, so you gotta be 21 to buy alcohol.
I think it's 21 now.
Oh, it's 21. I don't know. I have no idea. So
you can look it up. Like, I think you got to be 21 in the state of California to buy cigarettes.
So like 21, right? I think that there should be levels to social media in that regards, because you know the red, you know, I mean, just the things that people spew out.
21.
Yeah. So,
damn.
Like, there's got to be some restrictions.
And now that brings me to this: the cat from Memphis.
Right.
He goes on Facebook Live and starts shooting people, killing people. Y'all didn't see that?
Nah,
man. I didn't see the live stream.
I didn't see the live, but he went on Facebook.
Right,
they took it down. He went on Facebook Live and was just talking shit and shooting. Boom. Damn. Moving on. Boom. Killing cats. That's social media, bro. He wants to be seen. I thought he was gonna kill himself. He did not. He went into custody. You know what I'm saying? He just dropped 6 bodies randomly. I don't know how random. He might have known these people or whatever. They might have did something to him. But he went and killed 6 people, bro, on live. I'm like, oh, for sure this is a Edomite. For sure this is, you know, Caucasian race.
This is a black city.
He's in Memphis. I don't know what part of Memphis. I gotta call it Cycle War.
Is he white or is he?
Nah, he's a brother. He's a brother, 19 years old.
He was going through some emotion.
You can pull up his picture. Look at Memphis Killer.
And it's crazy because Memphis is one of the blackest cities in America. And so, like, your mind makes you think that it got to be them. It's like the DC sniper. You had that moment.
Remember, he was black. I was tripping. He had like a bunker in his trunk, though. Remember that?
You remember that one brother? He was randomly killing people because his rib left him or something like that. He goes up to that old man.
Yes, I remember that. He domed that white man, that black man, like, boom, killed him. No reason, because he was sad.
These kids living in GTA, he really in Grand Theft Auto.
Right, they about to revisit them gun laws, something crazy.
But look, not even just that. Did you see what was passed? That's getting ready to get passed in Chicago.
What? Oh, I see what you posted earlier.
Yeah, so
the group chat, that was crazy.
So like that's the direction we're going in. Like,
I think they're just so crime ridden. They just looking at it like.
But Yeah, that's the thing, though.
Like, let these niggas kill each other.
But that's what I'm saying. But now imagine the success they start to have from that.
Yeah.
Now my mind goes, it's terrible, but I'm over here thinking the people that are above us, or our oppressors that are above us, never will do something in our benefit. Because a lot of people think, oh man, I can now go get away with this, and that. I'm gonna go in there and get out, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's gonna be nothing.
Well, the scriptures say they taking crafty counsel.
God.
You know what I mean? Like, that's the crafty counsel. Like, they about to get. Listen, Chicago is gonna get gentrified to the max.
Right.
They're allowing you to do these things. They're gonna push you out. They're gonna get you up out of here. Push you to. Let me see. What's the worst place in the Midwest?
Gary,
Indiana, right? Indiana.
Yeah.
They're gonna push you to Indiana and parts of Minnesota and parts of Michigan. They gonna get you out of Chicago. Chicago's gonna be white as hell in about like 5 years. You know what I'm saying? Chicago is gonna like you want to live in Chicago, you're gonna live in the outskirts, like wherever the outskirts is of Chicago. You might move to Springfield. You know what I'm saying? You might move to Evanston or you know what I'm saying? You're gonna get up out of there though. You know what I mean? And even those places are expensive. But you ain't gonna live in Chicago. They're gonna make that like Manhattan in a second. You know how much it costs them to live in Manhattan? You gotta make $155,000 to live in Manhattan.
Yep, to live normal, a sense of normal.
Yeah.
Yeah, because people up there making tons of money.
You have to make that. So when you're around that class of money, you act a certain way.
No, absolutely, yeah. Like,
so
like they don't and it's funny like that you say that because that's so right, and people do not see that is the wave that's really coming. Because I was sitting there thinking about that in California, like in Northern California, 112,000 a year is considered low income.
Yeah.
So like, and some people be like, "How much?"
Yeah.
Like, you know what I can do with $112,000?
Yeah,
nothing.
For sure.
Nothing.
In Bakersfield.
Yeah. not in Frisco.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
you know what I mean? Not in Emeryville, not in these places where it's...
But like 112 even in Southern California it's not that like that. You know what I mean? Like, you still can't get a crib. You can get a crib, but you're making 112. Your partner got to be making like around, you're like 80, 70. You know what I'm saying? You got to be able together.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Got to be able to move around like that. You doing it, you can get it, but it's gonna be a little. You still kind of got to move a certain way.
You gotta have multiple incomes, and you got to be coming in like to live here, and that's why so many people leaving California.
Yeah, and they trying to stop it. That's why they trying to implement, paying people a certain amount of wages and stuff like that, as far as like extra money, but we ain't seen it yet.
I mean, it's the number one economy in America.
Yeah.
Texas is number 2. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So like, and Texas is not even close to living. Like the living situation is way different out there.
You know what? I think Texas is going to take a spike in that because the reason why Texas is pushing up too is the taxes is lower.
Yeah. They don't even, I thought they don't even pay taxes.
Yeah. So, but no, you still pay a certain amount of federal taxes. Not state taxes.
Oh, I got you.
So, like for instance, like with us, we'll get taxed, anywhere from around high 48, between 46 and 48% in California.
Yeah.
So if you make $112,000, you're gonna only really see about 79, 81 of that. The other 40 of that plus is going to go, or whatever the difference is, going to go to taxes.
Yeah. So like making that don't even make sense.
Yeah, that's why a lot of people are shifting to Texas and other places where the economy is still getting the money, but
Florida
the housing,
too.
Florida's another one because you're paying a lot less and you're able to keep more of your income. So in turn, you'll be able to make your money work for you. And so it's just gonna get even crazier. Like they're gonna really create a divide in regards to how we live in the next 10 years. Are gonna be interesting. You know what I mean? Like even Vegas.
Oh yeah.
Like that's another push. Vegas used to be a honeycomb hideout where you can go roll and get out the way. Not anymore. They're getting ready to put a whole brand new NBA team in Vegas.
Damn.
And one in Seattle.
Wait, hold on. I want to get back to this Memphis killer. Can you show him?
Come on, sir.
Can the people see him?
Come on.
Okay. Yeah, that's him, man. He killed 6 people, man. Like, what's wrong with this? What's the psyche behind that, man? We got to find out more about him.
If I could.
Go ahead.
what was that scripture where Christ said, "Ye are of your father the devil, and the lust of your fathers you will do."
Yeah. He went out there with 6 stars. What is man GTA? You said
He really was playing GTA.
like if you gonna do something like that, like you didn't want to go, like you wanted to kill your own. Like you really hate black people.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like you didn't even do what the dude in Buffalo did.
Yeah.
He went and he didn't go kill white people. He went and kill black. You know what I'm saying?
Like we're not, you shouldn't kill anybody, but like damn.
You know what I'm saying?
You would go kill like they ain't nobody even care about them people you kill.
Oh, concert.
You know what I'm saying? Like they don't even care about them. Like, okay, whatever.
Now you can't find because like the Uvalde shooter, he went and targeted his own people, man.
And kids
And
at that.
kids.
People who, yeah, that was wild. That Uvalde, wow, man. I just seen somebody investigating the shooting in Uvalde. I'm like, why is this news? Because that's how big that shooting was. Now, you know what I'm saying? Now everything they got to report like, nah, we on top of it. Like, nah, y'all fucked up. No, yeah, never gonna be on top of shit.
Yeah, they fired the police chief and all that.
It had to. But like it was a couple other things we had to get on too. What was that one thing we seen? The group chat. What I was gonna say? I forgot about the. Hold on 1 second.
Yeah,
I mean,
Memphis. I know we want to go into that Tiffany Haddish garbage.
Oh my God, yeah, Tiffany Haddish and Aries Spears.
Yeah.
Hey, bro. I mean, my sister showed me the video. They had blocked some of the video, and it was very strange. But now I want to put in this aspect though, right? Now I don't condone none of that shit. That shit was weird. But people act, right? They're acting.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, there's being a comedian, and then there's like they're trying to reenact what happens to children.
Mm-hmm.
Like when you leave your child with the wrong person. That's what they're trying to reenact. But the way they did it was it wasn't funny.
Gotcha.
Like when I seen it, it was 0% funny. But I was like, is this acting? Are y'all trying to act? Because this is horrible. This is a horrible. Like people want to, like when you watch a movie, you kind of want to just, like if someone's getting molested in the movie, you just like see like maybe, you know, like they insinuate that molesting is going to happen.
Yeah, you don't want to see the actual situation.
But then I've seen movies where they actually do it, but it don't be like a child. It'd be like a grown person. But like, you get what I'm saying? Like when it comes to a child, they like move the scene.
Yeah.
But when it comes to like if you're old enough, they might actually have someone rape you.
Yeah,
they'll
go there.
Yeah, they'll go there, but if you're of age. But then they'll show it though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like a movie Time to Kill.
Oh, with an old boy from you said Time to Kill.
Yeah, Time to Kill.
Is that what
that's Samuel Jackson and Matthew McConaughey. His daughter got raped.
Okay.
His daughter got raped, but they didn't show her getting raped.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But she didn't die, but she got raped.
What's the old boy from LA that was in that prison movie?
Oh yeah, Silverbrand.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yes, he was in that movie and he raped somebody.
Yeah.
Not Silverbrand though.
No.
American Meat Cat.
They'll go there.
That was
God,
but that was you can make that homosexual sex though.
Oh,
yeah, that
God.
was crazy. But you get what I'm saying though, right? So in their skit, we're not gonna show it. In their skit, he's being a peeping Tom. The kid is like damn near naked too. He's like no shirt on, like and just boxers.
Mm-hmm.
And then you got Aaron Spears looking through a newspaper, like watching the kid, like that, real shit.
Nice.
So now the kid comes back after playing that role. I think this has been years, and the kid says like he's having mental problems because of that act. Of course, they're trying to get some bread, but that's what he's saying.
Yeah,
the parent allowed it at first, and now the parent is
double back. Yeah,
so now they're trying to cancel Aaron Spears and Tiffany Haddish, which I think it never aired. It never aired, but at the same time, they're really weird. Tiffany Haddish never been funny to me.
No, she hasn't. She's the epitome of a ratchet cousin that got a little bit of shine, and because she was relatable, because women are so gullible to that type of energy, she appeared to be funny. But
I can't name one joke.
Not at all.
If I could, Cap, isn't Tiffany Haddish a heathen?
Yep. They saying that she Ethiopian or something.
Yep. She says her father is Eritrean.
I mean,
and then on top of that, like, okay, they do the skit, and it's like, why would you exploit it? It is why would you exploit that little boy like that though? Mm-hmm. Like, even if you're trying to be funny, where was the where is the jokes? Like, where is the ha-has and shit? You know what I'm saying? Like, where am I supposed to crack out? Like, where am I supposed to crack up and start laughing
Or
at this kid that you're being a creep with?
Or like, you know who's another person that he did this, what's his name? Keenan Ivory Wayans.
Yeah.
When you were watching a lot of his movies, like especially where he did a what is it, a parody to Menace to Society, but what was the
Don't Be a Menace
in South Central
Yeah,
by
yeah,
getting
right.
where he would try to, reenact the skit, but he would stop and go, message.
right.
Yeah.
There was none of that.
Yeah, yeah.
Where it was to try to get you to understand, I'm doing this for the purpose of you understanding why this is. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There was none of that. It like you said, nothing that made you either want to laugh or nothing that got you to really see it in what you were trying to come up. Get you to get you to think about what I'm trying to get to come across. But
Right. And the video is just very strange. It just wasn't funny at all. It was really weird, and it was just if you want to talk about child molestation and stuff like that, you could have just talked about it. I don't think it ever should be a joke.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, Chris Rock made a funny joke though about child molestation. He's like, America is like the uncle that molested you but pay for college. Like it's funny, but
that is like so true.
You get what I'm saying?
Like you understand the irony of it.
Yes.
Like
the Michael Jackson jokes. Those were funny. The Michael Jackson jokes were funny. You know what I'm saying? Like, because they was against Michael Jackson, but to actually see it on screen makes it very unsettling for people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's all. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I thought that was pretty weird. I don't care if they get canceled or not, honestly.
I mean, I thought Tiffany Haddish was already canceled.
She's trash, though.
I don't even understand why she's relevant. Ari Spears, I mean, I don't understand why he would do that to himself at this point in time in his career, knowing the things that he's done. You wanted to push the envelope. That's why you did Mad TV. Like, you know what I'm saying? Now all of a sudden you want to jump. This is what happened when you jump outside of your scope. Like, you shouldn't have never put yourself in this situation. And because of it, now, I see you at Best Buy working.
Right. And then, I mean, right. And then also, did y'all see that? I mean, like when you posted it on the group chat, the cat that CEO that jumped from the Bed Bath & Beyond. Okay. Now you didn't see that? The CEO of Bed Bath & Beyond jumped off of the 31st story at one of his spots.
What is he going through?
He literally, first it sounded like they try to make the story like, yeah, he jumped off because he felt sad about laying off so many companies, so many stores and managers and stuff like that. That's what they try to make it sound like. You dig deeper into it, he was in a lawsuit for like $20 billion. So instead of going to jail because he did what he did, he took a jump and he killed himself. Listen, man. Edomites are corrupt, man.
You want to pull the story up?
Yeah, you can pull the story. Let's pull the story up. So let's read this one.
Not only are they corrupt, but like that's the spirit of not wanting to face the music.
Facts.
Like I can't even compute that.
Right.
Like you're the CEO.
Yeah.
Like, man, you got enough money to disappear.
Like, so you can go disappear to a state that doing no extradition.
Come on. like I would have been in the Ukraine for a minute.
Man, I'd have been gone, my family.
Yeah, we out of here. You know what I'm saying? Like,
grab a private jet, we out of here.
Yeah, like what's going on? We can't find them. You're not gonna find me.
Y'all can stay, but I gotta go.
Yeah, so this is a little money put to the side.
I mean, he was gonna get maybe 20 years, 10 years, 5 years, but he's gonna be forever in debt though.
Forever in debt when you got friends and
who cares, right? They even know when you got it though.
These people, man.
Yeah.
Can't make that up, man.
Oh, kind of gotta get
right
now. All right. Title: Bed Bath & Beyond CFO falls to death days after company announces massive closures and layoffs. Gustavo Arnal, 52, died by suicide. New York's medical examiner's office said he plunged from the luxury skyscraper where he lived in downtown Manhattan, authorities said.
Damn. And the thing, I was reading something recently about about suicides like that. And come to find out, when you jump from a building like that, you don't just smash straight into the ground. You bounce.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Like not only like that, like I mean, listen, my cousin told me he literally like he went to the site of someone jumping off it was like a project building, but it was high as hell. And he went to the site. He said when he got there, the cat's legs was over his head, his eyes were gone, and his fingers was off. Like it was just.
It's not a pretty sight.
Yes, you're gonna bounce.
Yeah, that people don't understand. Like you're thinking you're just gonna smash. Yeah, yeah. It's not cartoons.
You're gonna because like,
your matter, your body is.
Some people they be trying to die. They be trying to die. They be trying to die by a heart attack. Yeah. So like when you jump off, you're gonna die like heart attack.
But you don't realize your adrenaline starts to rush, and you're gonna feel every part of it. And that's what a lot of people don't realize. Like those are the conversations that need to be had. You might save a few people.
Yeah, that girl that committed suicide, she jumped off the bridge. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like commit like you gotta really ask people. Are you okay? You ever feel like you ever have thoughts of killing yourself? Because damn, like people have these thoughts, man, and it's not. I would never say, those are unnatural thoughts. They probably natural thoughts to a lot of people, but to actually follow through with it is crazy.
That's fact.
It's very selfish too.
Yeah, because you're not thinking about anyone but yourself, and not thinking about the repercussions your family has from that.
Oh my God, can you imagine?
Come on,
knowing that you have a father or a mother who killed themselves. So now you're gonna think that you're gonna be susceptible to killing yourself. Like I had a father who died from alcohol. So I used to think like, damn, I'm gonna die alcohol. Like fuck that. You know what I'm saying? Like that I heard about his alcohol problem. I said, nah, that nigga was alcoholic. You know what I mean? Oh shit. But then it could because he's your blood family. You start to think about like,
is that in me?
Yes. You know what I'm saying? You start to think that shit. So it's crazy. And that's what a kid would go through. If you have a parent who killed themselves, you're gonna start to think that, and a lot of kids do.
Yeah.
They have followed their parents'
footsteps.
You know what I'm saying? And did what their parents did. You know what I mean? Even when they tried not to, they became you're seeing cats that hated their father so much and it became their father.
Damn.
That's most kids these days in the first place.
For sure.
They complain about parents being this way and treating them that way, and they hate them so much, don't realize they turn into them.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And if they would have just moved the way that they should have moved, they would have actually been better.
Most kids that don't have a it's the same story of like my father was never there for me. My dad was never there for me. All this, and then you grow up and you have kids, and your kids gonna be like, my father was never there for me. You know what I'm saying? Like you gonna
this cycle,
and you're gonna be like, why wasn't my father there for me? If you don't know, you'll get the answers.
Man,
you're gonna live the answers in a second. Go ahead.
If I could, Kevin, that sounds like just when a lot of victims of child molestation become child molesters.
Same thing, man. Yeah, it's hurt people.
Yeah,
right.
That's what they say. You know what I mean? Hurt people. But it made me take a step back and think about it. Like I heard about like 3 suicides this week, and I'm like, what is good? Like what's good? Which was because mental health, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mental health is like the biggest. I feel like our generation is like, it's not. I don't even necessarily know it's our generation. Maybe it's one generation under us. Is it it's probably our generation.
No, it's the next generation.
Nah, it be cats our age and a little older to be talking about their mental health too, though.
Yeah,
I think it's just like a broad.
I don't know. I guess I don't know. I guess I'm just partial because I have to hear a lot of that. Well, I've had to.
Okay, yeah. I've never said growing up to my people that I was depressed.
Yeah,
I've never said that.
And it's funny that what I've learned, like being depressed was rich people problems.
That's what I thought. That's what I thought.
Well, that's what I grew up as understood too. Like, and I would also think this too. Like, you know what I'm saying? I think we maybe grew up a little depressed, but we didn't really act on it because we just understood this is just how it is.
I didn't even think. Yeah, I probably didn't know what depressed was until like later. Like people would say, "Oh, I'm depressed," like, and I'd be like, "Damn, like does depressed mean just sad?"
Pretty much.
But then I found out about actual clinical depression.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what then I found out people you ain't depressed. Because depression is literally a heavy feeling. Yeah. It's not just like I'm sad, I'm depressed. Like no, it's like
you're drowning.
I wake up and I feel like I died. And like the feeling of death is on you because that's how depressed you are. Mm-hmm. And I said, damn.
Yeah.
I never felt that before.
Nah.
I never felt like death was on me.
Like, never felt like that. We've had some down days.
Yeah, it's down days.
Yeah, sure. Like, but that's what I feel like as growing up, you know, not having the best situation. Like everybody's situation different. I can tell you, I didn't have everything when I grew up. So yeah. That I think that was one of the things growing up in poverty, seeing people with and you're the without.
Yeah.
That was my issue.
Do me a favor, real quick, not to cut you off. Can you look up all the antidepressants people take?
Zoloft,
Xanax. What's the number one? Prozac,
Zoloft, Xanax, Percocets.
Percocets, I didn't know that.
Yeah, you can get I would get calls.
Percocet is an antidepressant.
Cap,
I thought that was a pain reliever.
Those are mental health doctors can administer.
Just look up all antidepressants, and I know there's different ones. So like, but I'll get to my point. Go ahead, finish.
Like I was saying, damn, I forgot where I was at.
My bad. So
now you to what?
No, but these things, right? Like, so they give you these dosages.
Mm-hmm.
I remember hearing people that said they been on antidepressants and they wanted to get off them because they was too damn happy.
Yeah,
you heard that before?
Yeah, where it change they'll change your mood.
Yes, you're too happy. You're too like you forget, like basically you're done. Your depression is like, you know, gone, and because you're on this. But once the moment you get off, you feel right back. It doesn't. It's not like it doesn't really change your mood. It just, it doesn't really change your state. It just changes your mood for the time. That's why you gotta stay on them.
Yeah, and the reason why they don't like them is because them being that way is not normal.
Yeah.
So it's like, I'm not this person, but I feel this way, and they turn to not liking it.
Right. So let me ask you this,
please.
This is biblical. I'm asking, but it's a biblical question because depression is in the Bible, and the Lord tells us how to deal with depression in a biblical sense, right? But also it says you should get counsel and all that. Counsel is good. So you dealing with someone with depression, we're talking about this because of suicides, right? Suicide is a real thing where people commit suicide. Like the number one person that committed suicide was what's his name? What's his name? Judas committed suicide, hung himself, right? Somebody else committed suicide too. Fell on his sword. I forget who. But these things happen, right? In real life, it happens. The sister jumped off the bridge. He sounded like a Spaniard cat, right? Probably like a Spaniard. He jumped off.
I'm not sure.
It might have been Issachar, or like he might have been.
He was so-called Hispanic, so-called Latino.
Yeah,
and then we go through these things. I know biblically it talks about how you should push those thoughts out. Like you push them out and you drive them into other people. Meaning like you take away your problems by thinking about other people. So that's how you handle it. Yeah, that's how you cope. You know what I mean? By not thinking about your problems. So that is one way. But then the scriptures also say honor a physician. So you should take a dosage, maybe not the dosage that they're giving you.
And that's what it boils down to.
Yeah.
Like
you got a microdose.
Yeah. So if they tell you to take,
500 mg,
500 milligrams, and this pill is 500 milligrams, cut that pill in half.
Yeah,
cut it in half. You know what I'm saying? But people don't realize, and the big farm is a whole different ball game. Their whole objective, and I'm talking about billions of dollars go into this.
Yeah.
Their whole objective, Cap, is to keep you addicted.
Wait, is that considered an opioid?
As what?
All these antidepressants.
Some of them are classified as opioids.
Because that's a white drug. That's like crack for white people. Right?
Yeah, like Prozac and Zoloft, all those type of medications. So yeah, those are all. You need a. It's called when you look it up. If I'm like at Slave, it's an NDS medication, which is it needs a signature. These are
so now, how many black people can get their hands on these things?
Tons.
Oh, okay. They're not so expensive.
So they're expensive, but it's, the thing is pharmacy, big farm is there's always a way to get a discount. There's always a maneuver. It depends on your medical insurance. It depends on what discounts you're able to get through the actual companies you're going through.
Yeah.
Like there's generic forms of the medication. There's like going into like back in the day when I was in the world, lean was a big thing. You know what I'm saying? I think it's still a big thing now, but when I was in the world, we was getting it by the gallon.
Yeah.
And it was like, everybody wanted the activism. They didn't want the regular, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, so you can always get things based on coupons and your medical insurance and discounts and deals, and you got Medicare. You got people doing all kind of crooked things to obtain this medication, and they're allowing it because the amount of money that's generated for this medication, it's ridiculous. This is why people die. Like that even goes to the controversy of, I don't know if a lot of people know, like there's controversy on the low end that they swept under the rug about Kobe Bryant's that helicopter crash.
Oh yeah, what about it?
Well, he was in a big fight with Big Pharmacy.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
I think I did hear that.
He was in a big fight over that, and it's like for instance, like I'll give you an example, which came out to be a true statement. I did the research on it, like the dude in Buffalo, that in the Buffalo shooting.
Yeah,
I don't know if you knew him. 2 months prior, he was on the news for coming up with the specs and the details on a working
for the water car, right?
Another dude, and he ends up dead. Like I know it's this conspiracy.
No, it ain't conspiracy. It just ain't. It don't get the
attention.
That's
yeah,
right.
and so that was
facts.
But that's what he came out for. It was the same thing with Kobe. And Kobe is an individual that a lot of people didn't like. When I say he had money, like people didn't realize Kobe was on his way to be a billionaire for real. And like
I remember he got fined $400,000, and they said that's equivalent to him paying $400.
Come on, like even with
that's great.
even with a lot of people didn't know, like his wife recently just got paid like hundreds of millions of dollars because Kobe Bryant was the founders of what's that drink that everybody's drinking? Body Armor.
Body Armor.
Body Armor. He owns like 25% of that.
Yeah, he invested a while ago
before it all became big. So like he's been getting money on a large scale, and so like that going into the pharmacy aspect, like.
And then she also got a lawsuit too, right?
Oh, she won the LA lawsuit.
Like 16 million.
She won that, which was nothing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But it hurt LA because.
But she was fighting for that Body Armor thing, though.
Yeah, So it's just like so many different things with the medications. Like it's a real big thing, that we don't really have a handle on, and it's because of so much money that goes into it. Because think about all our grandmothers and grandparents that are dependent on medications, and sometimes we have sickly family members that are dependent on it. Yeah. Like Cap, it's so much money, and like I said, with the depressants, they're able to.
That's like the small thing too.
Yes, sir.
Like the oxys and the perks.
That's the big time drugs. But then they're coming up with new synthetic drugs. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So like there's anything from your Tramadols to like I can go into this. It's so much that they do on the back end and how they treat us like test dummies, and a lot of the medications that they give us don't even fix the problem. Nah, they're just for addiction problem. Like they figure like a lot of these medications, they're getting you high. Yeah. And that's that instead of it actually fixing and giving you something that's actually going to help change your state of mind in a sense positively, they're like, you know what, just give them this medication because it's better that they be high.
Well, it was fucked up because they have the cure for a lot of shit. Oh, but the medicine is what's gonna keep you coming back.
Come on, Cap.
I remember. Now I wasn't fucking with the Dr. Sebi shit. Don't get me wrong. Like, I wasn't saying that nigga cured AIDS and that shit. But the conspiracy behind it was he cured AIDS. They had to kill him. I said, this nigga was 99. How old was he?
Like 70 something.
He was old. He was older than 70 something. He was like 88.
He probably was a little.
But they act like they had to kill him. I was like, can y'all stop it, bro?
Yeah, because sir, that was a conspiracy theory with Nipsey Hussle too. That he was
like he would finish a documentary.
Yeah, right.
And I was like, y'all niggas gotta stop this shit, man. Like we really gotta buckle down and stop.
Yeah, we have to really sit down.
like calm the fuck. Nipsey Hussle died because he's in a gang. Listen, just like any other nigga that died in a gang.
For instance, Prince, he died like a drug. Like
Michael Jackson
died.
They said, Michael Jackson, he was trying to get his masters back from Sony, and they wouldn't. I was like, no, nigga, he was a child molested drug addict.
Right.
Yeah, you know what I mean? They said about Whitney Houston, she's on coke and crack.
Right.
And then they don't realize, like, and that was funny that I laughed at that because when you go to find out, she was so high that, because I don't know if people know, she died from overheating her body because she was taking a bath. Damn. And when you actually get high on coke and stuff like that, your body temperature it goes up crazy.
And that's what happened to Bobby Christina.
Same thing that happened. They both died the same way, which is how you were going into how you end up dying, how your parent, you'll think that you're the same as that individual.
Yeah. And that shit is a thing though. But like, don't get me wrong, I don't believe everything is a lie.
No,
I think some things are facts. Like some conspiracy theories end up to be true, but some of them just be like, come
They're
on,
outlandish.
Like, listen, Nipsey Hussle died because he was in a gang. It's not because he was trying to finish a documentary that Nick Cannon's going to take over. And they say Nick Cannon got what he got? Lupus.
Yeah.
What's that cancer? Lupus, right?
Yeah.
He got lupus, and he needs to have all these babies because he's got short time, and they're going to tie that fucking thing into the documentary as well. And the second,
right? What I see is a lot of Black and Hispanic, as a nation of people, we have to stop thinking like everything is so mystical.
Right.
Like there's this like everything's Disney Channel, like it's magic. Like it's not magic. Like he died because he's a drug addict. He died because he's in a gang. Like that's what people we in our regular state of mind, just hanging out, chilling with people that we don't put any level of importance. When he dies, you don't ever say, "Oh man, that nigga died because of this and that." Hey, but that nigga's in a gang.
I'll tell you one though. Shit, Jeremiah, I ain't brought this one out though. The day the Twin Towers went down, everybody was the only person late to work that day was the owner, and he had I feel like he had some type of insurance on each one of his workers, and he got paid off like $1 trillion.
Damn.
He's the only one that didn't come to work that day, or he came late that day, and he's the only one that survived.
Damn.
Hey, that one is real.
That's a bit much.
Like, that one is real. I remember Jamal was like, I'm gonna just say this. That's the truth. I'm gonna leave it at that.
But that's a lick
for sure. Like I forget the owner. I mean the person that owned these buildings, but he was the only one late to work that day. And by the time he got there, it was crashed.
Well, you know what I'm saying?
He had a show that he was going to work that day.
Yeah, of course.
I'm sure. Nigga, he should have went to the first one because I think the second one collapsed like 15, 20 minutes later, or maybe like 30 minutes later.
I mean, so like if I could. No, I was say real quick. I mean, them terrorists knew where to hit the towers.
Oh yeah, for sure. And then remember at that time they was like, it didn't even fall down the way it should have fell down. It fell from the bottom up.
Right.
That goes detonated type shit. You know what I'm saying? But I was like, I don't know, bro. That was wild though. I remember I was like a youngster. I was like,
right.
I remember when it happened. When the Twin Towers fell, I was in social studies class. I was in the 7th grade.
Mm-hmm.
I remember. I was like, dang.
But I remember later all the conspiracy theories. See, they put it in this movie, 9/11.
Oh,
9/11.
Right.
That shit. Everything was 9/11.
Simpsons predicted it.
Yeah. Remember
Simpsons predicted it.
Remember the $20 bill?
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, shit do be kind of. They be having you. If you get high, you be like, damn.
Like, look, check this out. Look.
And then remember, not only that, it was the secret society.
Right.
The rappers are gay.
Well,
remember that shit?
Really
but the rappers being gay, it was like the Game and 50 Cent had a threesome with Maya, but Maya said that the Game and 50 Cent really just had sex with each other. I was like, yo, these niggas gay as hell.
Funny thing, these niggas having problems today.
Damn, missing each other and shit. But now they was like, yeah, Nelly's gay. He's good. He's had sex in his butt. Like they was like a Lil Wayne.
Lil Bow Wow.
Lil
Lil Wayne,
Bow Wow.
Lil Bow Wow.
Lil Bow Wow.
No, Lil Wayne. I mean, Lil Wayne literally kissed Baby in the mouth.
Right.
That was crazy. But like, I remember that conspiracy. It was like 2012, 2011. It was like when like shit would just come out on YouTube. Like,
Because hold on, I said 09 to like 012.
Yeah,
12.
Yeah, it was like
it started getting crazy because
I used to watch all them
because
videos.
YouTube started to get cracking because
Yeah.
around 2007 YouTube. No,
It wasn't cracking like that.
2006, 2007, it wasn't there. But when you start jumping in at 08, 09, that's when it hit. And
The first YouTube video I remember seeing was Bobby bit my finger. Remember that one? The kid that bit his brother's finger. That was like the #1 video on YouTube at that time.
I can't remember.
It was viral.
The first thing I said.
You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. It was what? Charlie. Oh, dude, yeah, Charlie.
Oh, Charlie bit my finger. Oh, yeah.
That was like that was the most viral
The
YouTube
little British
video.
little boy.
Yeah.
We was watching fights.
Right.
Like that was the one thing
was,
that pulled up.
Nah, remember right before the conspiracy, not to get off, we're gonna get right back on the conspiracy. Right before that, we had Hood to Hood. I mean Hood to Hood.
Yeah.
Hood to Hoods.
What's the ones?
Bum fights.
Bum fights.
Bum fights.
Felony fights. That's the other one.
Felony fights. Damn,
Yeah,
Hood Life.
Felony
Hood
fights
Life
was the
Hood
one.
Life.
It was. I had Hood to Hood. I had.
Oh yeah, we used to do
1,
DVDs
2, 3,
and stuff
4,
like that. Yeah.
Battle raps. It was crazy.
Battle rap for sure.
But YouTube took off. But like, nah, that conspiracy shit used to be wild to me when I was a youngster. I used to be like, yo, these niggas is gay as hell. You know what I'm saying? But then I remember like some of them rappers did come out to be gay.
Right.
There was like there's a lot of gay rappers, and now I for sure believe gay rappers.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I believe all these niggas gay now.
Man,
Damn
facts.
Man, cat.
Yeah.
So
No, go ahead.
like, I would say just because touching on depression earlier, right?
Yeah.
Isaiah Rashad.
Ugh.
Man.
He thought that was gonna do something for his career too.
Man, listen, bro. Like it's like in the rap industry, it's okay to be gay, but you can't be like publicly like gay.
Right.
Like I mean, you can be, but you can't not like to like real rap fans, like
Right.
the men, I guess. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Nah,
once they know that you actually are gay, like not just wearing a wedding dress like a Young Thug and shit,
Right.
they gonna be like, yo, can't do that to me.
That's why they pushing shows like P Valley.
Bro, you know,
Man.
listen, I thought I sent it to y'all. He went on some talk show on P Valley. I forget the dude's name. I think his name is Murder on the show, right? I know this because the thing I ain't watching.
Yeah, I ain't watched
a second of that episode
Yeah.
of that series. But it's like, yeah, you're doing so good. Everyone knows you. You're gonna get an Emmy. He starts crying. But this is a cat who has sex with a tranny in the show.
Man.
He has sex with a man
Yeah,
on the show.
I see the little clips that they drop and stuff like that. I had to check my reel. I'm like, look, what the hell are you watching?
Bruh.
Because I don't play. I was like certain, like I'm very.
Mary
keen
was
on-
watching that shit too. She don't watch it no more.
Yeah, I'm very keen on what you like allowing your circumference because I think like you like what you watch and you intake.
Yeah.
Like for me, that's a
Oh
problem.
no, they be picking up their shit.
Yeah,
They be picking
so-
up their whatever they
Yeah.
dropping on that shit. They
and,
start picking it up.
and I can't play that, so I be real like specific with that type of stuff.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
you watching if you watching what's that show that used to be that messy ass show? Basketball Wives.
Oh yeah, then you gonna start having arguments in your household because
They gonna throw a cup of water in your
yeah, and I'm not the one. Like this is TV. That's TV. This is
Shit.
real life.
Trying to heighten every situation and shit because
It's serious though.
Right.
no,
like-
for real.
That it's just gotta pay attention.
But yeah, they told this cat he's gonna win an Emmy because he's being a homosexual, basically.
Damn.
Like you gotta be. He's a gangster in the show though.
and that's
They call him Little Murder or Murder.
Yeah,
And he's a gangster having sex with a tranny, bro. That's a 2022 gangster right there.
that's Brokeback Mountain all over again.
Go ahead, Nazza.
That's what I was thinking about.
I seen that movie. I didn't know though. I was watching. I was like, yo.
What's the other Moonlight? What's the basis of that movie again?
It's supposed to be a
Friend, they was friends.
dude that grew up gangster in the hood became homosexual.
That's the cat that played Mike Tyson right now. And
No, yeah, that's the one too. But
that.
no, but the only reason I'm saying that because there was another movie with the dude from Moonlight, if I'm not mistaken, the black dude, right? That's the one that was in it.
the
That
skinny one.
is that the one that played together? I don't remember.
I forget too.
But I know, like, I was watching whatever little movie with, I think it's the same dude. It was like, he was a musician going around in the deep south and doing a Chitlin circuit, and then they had to put him in another gay scene. It was just like everything you watch now. I gotta find it. I'll find the movie, but it's everything you watch now. It's always that now. Like,
it has to be.
Like, that's how much important it is for them to push the agenda.
What was I watching? I was watching some series recently, and they put it in there too. I'm like, God damn, like y'all just can't stop this.
I could, Cap. It's crazy because everything they're pushing it on is has to do with black and brown.
Yeah,
like, you know what I mean.
Remember that? Okay, I have to say I didn't mean to cover this, but go ahead. I don't want to cut you off.
No, I was gonna say just they push it on black and brown, and it's heavy because not to go too much into it, but when it comes to with us with so-called Hispanics and so-called Native Americans, when I was growing up, I never heard the term two-spirit before. You know what I mean?
What's it called?
Two-spirit.
Two-spirit.
Where they're trying to say that supposedly the Native American tribes, the Mexicas, the Aztecs, they all, allowed two-spiritism to take place, and that they were, there were LGBTQ folk that were seen as mystical and these spiritual leaders, and trying to make them seem like there's something big and grand back then that everyone followed them. Yeah. All of a sudden now, like in today's time, that's what they're pushing on us. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And I hate to say this, and I hate to say it because I said we wasn't gonna cover it, but I have to now. So that show, that thing I posted on Instagram, I posted on the Messenger with the homosexual.
Oh, right. Oh, good night.
And the cat. Hey, that was but the point is, when I was growing up, we was watching Flavor of Love,
right?
Or Flavor Flav.
Yeah,
I Love New York.
Yeah, that was the follow up.
Real Chance of Love, like all them shows. Now they got a show with that one light skinned homosexual cat. But anyways, he's doing a show where all gay men is gonna compete for his love now, bro.
That's disgusting.
Right. It's all black. They're all black.
It is the same dude that I was talking about in Moonlight. The black dude is the movie that he did 2 years later is called Green Book.
Oh, right. The Green Book.
Same dude.
I never heard of Green Book.
Yeah, he was, musician rolling around just with this white boy that was helping him through the South to go do all these big events, and then he ends up having a gay scene. He ends up like you don't even know he find out, goes to jail. He's like, yeah, are you mad because I'm homosexual? He's like. Like it's like everything.
So not to cut you out, but that scene where he was eating the fried chicken kind of give it away.
Oh, how he's holding it. Yeah, like this. He was in the backseat of the car getting like on some Driving Miss Daisy shit, just eating and shit. Like, and you could just tell like everything about his mannerisms is off. Like, it's like you want to say something, not that?
So like I was gonna say like the token black gangster dude in every TV show or movie is supposed to be homosexual, and now like every woman in every movie and show is supposed to be the hero.
Yeah.
So it's like
you see
the warfare going on.
You see old girl, the one that plays How to Get Away with Murder, the head cast one, Viola Davis.
Yeah.
She's playing the Woman King.
Woman King, yeah.
Woman King, what show?
That's the name of the show. She's going to be playing. So no, it's coming out where there's a movie where they're training her where she's like the king.
Is she going to disguise as a man?
No.
Oh wow.
It's just women warriors.
All right.
Stronger than men.
Good. Nice.
It's like the narrative of the shift of power.
She shouldn't take that.
She already in it deep. She's already getting ready to drop crazy, but it's like
they got her.
That's what they're not paying attention to. Like that's so heavy that you say that. Like there's a shift in the dynamic of us as a people. Is they're making the men. Oh, you want to be on top? You gotta push the gay agenda. You gotta be this, and then we'll let you shine. For the women, oh, you want to be on top? Okay, you got to show that you're stronger than the black man. You got to take a dominant alpha role. Like that, I've been seeing now most women, oh, I'm an alpha. What the hell is an alpha woman? I don't understand what that is. And they're like, I'm an alpha woman that needs to be with an alpha man. Like, how does that even work?
Right.
Like, it's getting crazy. Like everything they're pushing in our circumference is how it's causing so much destruction to the families.
Yeah, like that show The Shy went to shit.
Maria tried to get me into it. Was it good? I don't know.
And
I
Maria
didn't get a chance to watch
watches
it.
But like, I be laying in the bed like, what is this, man? I'm just one of them niggas that just hate the show the whole time. And look at that shit. Man, see that? I'm just criticizing the whole time. Watching though. I be watching. Yeah. But it's horrible though. It's horrible writing. It's horrible, it's horrible writing. It's a horrible show. They got characters they don't even need on the show. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Then they got the transgender cat. One cat's he's running for office, and she wants him to be an open homosexual. He's a homosexual. He had a woman that he didn't want to be with her because he don't love her. He loves the man. It's odd. And it doesn't make no sense.
And the part that it does make sense. You know why? Because even in Chicago currently, don't they have a homosexual mayor?
Oh yeah, that crazy looking motherfucker.
Yeah,
look like Beetlejuice.
Yeah, like for me, it's like it's their way of normalizing this.
It is weird.
I can't. I see stuff like that. I be like,
I get a preset. I'm slacking.
Yeah, no sweat, sir.
Now go ahead.
I just say I see stuff like that. Oh, what? Change the channel. We're not watching that anymore.
Revelations 8 and 11. That's why I just watch sports.
I just watch UPK classes in sports. Yeah, I'll get Skip and Shannon on.
Oh, I'll be on my phone like podcasts. Like I just listen to podcasts, like shit, sport podcasts, whatever podcast. But like TV, like I like series. Don't get me wrong. I'm still a fan of series and stuff like that. But yeah, like it's just insane. The pushing of it, it's crazy.
I find myself watching
Revelation is 11 and 8.
11 and 8.
Is it 8 and 11 or 11 and 8?
I got 8 and 11. Let me hear. Revelation 8 and 11. Mm-hmm. And the name of the star is called Wormwood.
No, 11 and 8. We'll wrap it up in about like 5 minutes.
Yeah, God, no sir.
Book of Revelation, chapter 11, verse 8.
Mm-hmm.
And their dead bodies shall lie in the street of the great city.
Go ahead.
Which spiritually is called Sodom and Egypt.
That's this place right here, man. This place right here is called America. What they call America is Sodom and Egypt. Sodom because of the homosexuality, and Egypt because of the bondage, man. You know what I mean? Like this place is absolutely disgusting. And it's hell on Black and Hispanic people. It's absolute hell on us, man. You know what I mean? And our bodies are laying here dead. We are spiritually dead, and we are included in the garbage. You know what I'm saying? We are absolutely involved in what America's agenda is, and we are their number one puppets, right?
Go ahead. Right. Come on, concert. Mm-hmm. Where also our Lord was crucified.
Right. That's where Christ was crucified, which was in Rome. You know what I'm saying? And Rome was the same place, the father of America. You know what I mean? The mother of America, I should say. You know
if I may, real quick.
Go ahead,
and a lot of people do not understand how heavy that is. Like, you think that what we're seeing is so disgusting and so, you know what I'm saying, so disgusting and so just something that's never, ever happened. When you go and read real history, our king really experienced the same things that you're seeing every day right now. Just because you don't see the TVs and the technology aspect don't mean nothing.
Right.
He was seeing it without it, and it was still I mean, to imagine that, like, to not have it, we get to see the TV and get to see the social media where it's in our face every day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But it's so disgusting that he has to walk down the street,
right,
go to the next city, and it's crossed over to city to city to city to city. So everywhere you go, it's there.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy. So like, I just want to say that.
I mean, that's pretty much it, though, man. Like, y'all want to finish anything off before we roll?
Like, Cap, if I could just say something real quick, just something you brought up earlier, right, about how we're sheep and everything.
Yeah.
I always think to myself, sir, like, it's like I read the stories, about Moses and the Israelites, right, and how they escaped. They saw, the plagues. They saw the Lord split the Red Sea. And then after all that, they went to the wilderness.
Hold on, they see manna fall from the sky.
Right. They saw the manna fall from the sky.
Yeah.
And they saw the chariot, right? They saw the chariot too. They saw all that. And then they still wanted to go back to Egypt. They still wanted to worship that calf. And I always thought, how and why? You saw all that, and you still wanted to go back to it? Like, what kind of mindset do you got to have and want to go back to that? And now that I see everything transpiring or unfolding on on social media, you know, in your everyday life, in the way like how lost our people are today. I started thinking, now I see why. Now I see how what mind state people had to where they, you know, they could see the miracles. They could see that, you know, that the Lord, you know, they're the Lord's people. They still.
Man, listen, that's so heavy. Like you said it so right. There was a time when the Lord wanted to get rid of the mixed multitude.
Right.
The mixed multitude in the world. You know what I'm saying? Like he thought that they would, you know, basically confound the people in the truth.
Right.
So like it was a time that he wanted to get rid of them. What you said was so right because like that was their sign. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Our sign is the craziness.
Right.
The craziness that we see and we do not want to be a part of. And like this thing we have is a treasure. You know what I'm saying? It's a treasure that was given to us. And we gotta really make sure that we stay tightened up. You know what I'm saying? We're only gonna see worse things happen.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I fall victim to it, but like it's us. You know what I mean? It's a sign for us to make sure you stay strong. Get stronger. You know, everything in your life that's stopping you from, you know what I mean, obtaining glory. You know what I'm saying? So
Okay.
you know what I mean?
I was just gonna say, man, like just to piggyback off what you said right now. I mean, biblically, if thy right hand offend thee, cut it off.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Like, how important is it to feed your flesh? Like, that's the problem. That's what it boils down to. You wanting to feed your flesh is absolutely the very thing that's destroying you. If you could just stop that, analyze things with some moral compass,
Right.
you're going to have a shot at being this place.
That's right.
But if you do not, you will be consumed by the very thing that you feel that makes you feel good.
And man, with that, man, it's One West Radio. We'll be back with y'all next Thursday, man. Shalom.
Come on, dude.